What is going on, guys? We are back with another rebuild of an NFL team, the Jets. We actually are doing a legit fantasy rebuild. Last time we did the Jets, I believe, was a fantasy draft rebuild. This is a voiceover just for the moment, probably like 2 minutes. I think I'm going to do that from now on for the fantasy styles because it takes about an hour and a half to record the first part, and I only use like 3 minutes of footage. The Jets, not the greatest roster, and a lot of people probably consider them one of the worst, but I think there's a lot of potential here for us to trade and a little bit of depth, a couple of draft picks. Tevin Coleman is our first move, though. Probably will be the starter for us. 2 fourths and a fifth, not bad. And then here we trade from the Colts for the Colts pick. Bilal Powell, a little bit on the older side for us. Can't really get it done. Are we really going to get Carson Wentz? Jermaine Kearse? Demario Davis in a second round? Yes, we are. Carson Wentz. Here we go with Derek Barnett. Account apparently green interest for the Eagles. They lost Wentz, so there goes Todd Gurley. I guess Tevin Coleman isn't going to be the backup unless we decide to trade him. Keenan Allen, number 1 wide receiver. Jets looking good right now. Jared Davis tried to get Darius Slay, just couldn't get it done. Maybe later, not now though. And here going for the Browns pick, obviously a pick that a lot of teams want, and we're one of them. We take their pick, projected number 1 overall. We'll see if that comes true. Severian Jenkins and Darryl Roberts for the Niners first-round pick. We have a lot of first-round picks here. Matt Forte in a 7. Can we get the Havenstein, whatever you want to call him, gets traded to our team. Going to the Texans now, getting a 4th this and a 1st next year. It works out as we make the trade for 2 lesser players. And, really didn't lose too much off of that. So that's a good trade, I think. Xavier Cooper, 5th round Hansen for the Cardinals. We're getting almost every trade just perfectly landed to us every single time. These are really good trades actually for us. Get Costanzo, the offensive line is looking all right. And we, pretty much trade away the whole team. Here we go, a rookie running back in Carpenter for Sheriff, a 91 overall guard. We have had the best trades we've had in a while. Jordan Poyer, going to be our starting cornerback. A great move there because he goes up to, I think, like an 89 or something like that. Maybe 86, 89, anywhere there. Then, of course, we swap our pick out because obviously with all these moves, we're not going to do nearly as bad as the Jets are normally projected. David Castro. These are some really good trades. One of our better year 1 starts, especially coming from a team like the Jets. And Grimes will finalize the trades. Hey, and he's back with the live comm. This is a Super Bowl squad. Year 1, easy as it comes. I want Robbie Anderson at number I don't know, actually. We'll put him at number 2, I suppose. Offensive line is actually really good, all things considered. Todd Gurley really wasn't the plan. That was the one accidental trade I made, but I'm not trying to call Todd Gurley an accident. That's Tevin Coleman. I meant to look at Todd Gurley's stats. Did those stats look like an accident? Maybe, I don't even know. Tight end Ladarius Green, kind of a little, cheap move. Got to trade Austin Seferian. Really, the only issue this team has is future cornerbacks. Wilkerson is God at DT, even though his stats really don't say it, and Leonard Williams is actually kind of disappointing at DT. Derek Barnett hopefully is a god for us. We obviously have needs, but with the way we rebuilt this team year 1, we very well could make the playoffs, especially if we do well. Some of these guys are going to get some nice upgrades, including, Darren Lee maybe, Jared Davis hopefully gets to a 90, same with Barnett maybe. Poyer, slick move to move him from safety to corner. Don't really do that often. Really wanted Tevin Coleman to be our starter, but it is what it is, and we're going to keep him as a backup. Never hurts to have a great backup. I know it's the Jets' quote-unquote name, but I really think we will make the playoff or make the Super Bowl. But just to be safe, we're going to go reach championship. So, yeah, it's not that big of a deal. I don't even think you get that much for doing it. Brent Grimes, a nice little move because it doesn't cost us much to get him, and he probably won't be on the team next year. Coney Ely, we'll see. And the rest, real no-name kind of guys. Alfie Allen, Texas boxer, middle linebacker for the New York Jets. Hopefully. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know what is he an early first? Mid first. He's one of the better types I've seen. Even if we didn't know he had superstar, I would definitely look for him to be our guy. Should look at corners as well. Corners I'm going to be scouting from top to bottom. Derek McIntosh, A+ throw power. That's not That's not a super common sighting. I know we do have Carson Wentz, but contract issues, you never know. Just always having the option. Running back, let's be honest. Let's not lie to ourselves. This guy looks like he could be sick, though. Chekwa honestly looks insane. Lance Boss. We got some decent running backs. Let's go to cornerback, though. That's the biggest issue. Darius or what, mate? Got a couple of average players. Heading into the playoffs, surely we have a first-round bye, maybe wild card at worst. And no, it is not. And I knew this, obviously, I would have been really pissed if I would have not had time to think this over before I killed myself. We went 7-9 with this Jets team. This is how you know teams in Madden get unfair sims just based off their team name. How would this team go 7-9? How? Above average offensive line. I would say a slightly above average receiving core. Top 2 backfield in the league, maybe the best backfield in the league. Quarterback is top 10. Middle linebacker is a boss. I really wish I wasn't kind of showing our XP, but middle linebacker is decent. Darren Lee's decent. Perry's decent. Defensive line is good. DBs are good. I know our defense isn't great, but was the defense really the only reason why we didn't make it? So 12th in offense, that's not bad. That's good enough to get it done. 31st defense. Good job, lads. 31st defense. Carson Wentz, he did not help. He should have put up more touchdowns and less picks. Rushing attack, I guess to be fair, the rushing attack had a lot. Robbie Anderson had a lot of catches for bad yardage, if we're being honest. I mean, not even 800 yards at 84 catches. Okay. Ladarius Green actually had a really good season. Keenan Allen was okay. Everyone was kind of 50-50. Offensive line was great. Jared Davis was pretty good. Pass rush, 9 for Coney Ely, 8 for Barnett. Just no real pass rush. Picks, 4 for Poyer, 4 for Grimes. That sucks. I wish I would have went all to Jamal. Kicker was good too. I don't understand how we were so bad. Ty Gurley had 2 kick return touchdowns, and we still weren't good. What awards did we win? This is ridiculous. I'm honestly shocked. Offensive Rookie of the Year, Leonard Fournette. Did we have anyone? No. Jared Davis wins Defensive Player of the Year, obviously. Or Defensive Rookie of the Year, obviously, anyways. DeCastro, number 2 on offense. At least with the line. Yeah, I don't know what to tell you guys. I thought it was an easy, clear-cut playoff run. Easily a championship. I was actually about to go into, talking about how I think the first 3 years minimum we're going to play. So if we win it first year, we'll play a couple more. This is ridiculous. How we didn't get further is a joke, I mean, to be fair, the division itself wasn't great. The Patriots, I would assume, also missed. I really don't even know. It is what it is, though. We have 3 or 4 first-round picks. Got a little bit of money in the bank. Probably not going to spend any of it on free agents, though. Let's look at the news, even though we almost never grab the guys anyways. So he struggled. So DeGreat struggled. I don't know if that's something I want to know about. Spencer White seems really good. DeGreat, he degraded himself on the combine. What? Scouting. Raymond Bridge. I think tight end might be a thing we go for, even though Ladarius was good. I don't know if I want to re-sign him. I think it comes down to if we think we have a guy in the draft, which there is a first-round talent. Don't know if he's worth taking, though. We got 2 guys in the first round that could be worth taking. This guy's the more safe pick. This guy has the most upside, of course. It's tough. I mean, we could also try to get a wide receiver to play, maybe Verlin Edwards. Of course, the main issue is cornerback, maybe a little bit of linebacker. So the Saints win over the Chiefs. Okay. I don't know how the Chiefs made it, but fair enough. Brent Grimes. Sorry, bro, but I cannot pay you $7 million at an 82 overall. I can't pay you $7 million or pretty much $6 million a year at an 80 overall when you're that old. Coney Ely, this is a tough one. 84 power move. We have some money. So Dorian Johnson, we almost always re-sign him. So we're going to grab him back, assuming he takes it. He does. Jason King. Jason King's actually not too bad either. I actually kind of like him. I'm going to grab him as well. This offer's perfect. Canzaro. I would get him, but since it's the fantasy, I will re-sign him for cheaper in free agency. Don't need to worry about that. You know, the lineman, not a guarantee. It's going to be tough. Like, what do I do with Ladarius? Like, Ladarius Green doesn't really deserve a long-term contract, but he did have a pretty good season. Well, I guess it's not that he doesn't... what is that called? I guess he doesn't necessarily... Damn it, I can't even think of what I'm saying. Doesn't necessarily not deserve it. It's not smart. So Ladarius Green, 4 years, $24 million. He's got good stats, but he's going to regress. Can't do it. Tight end's an easy position to get. Now, Coney Ely, on the other hand. We're going to let him go. We're going to let him go. It's tough for me to say that, but we're going to have some contracts that we're going to need to hit this year, which is really going to drain that cap. And we have 3 or 4 first-round draft picks. I'm hoping we can at least land a tight end or, you know, some sort of defensive lineman. Zach Brown's in here. The Redskins, do they not have him in real life? Ladarius Green's getting an offer. Don't really care too much. Not to mention, you look at this. Could have got Brait for slightly more. Or maybe even Trey Burton. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter at all. Don't know if we want any of these guys, though. We're also going to be trading Tevin. Just to be safe, let's get Brent Grimes back on board. No, we'll get someone on board. Don't know who. Maybe it is Brent. Maybe it's not. All right, stage 2. I really don't know how the hell we did not make the playoffs, but it is what it is. We didn't get anything. Okay? We didn't get a single player. The Jets are a pit of disaster. Or misery. Macintosh. Darius Orr. Oh, my lordy. So he is a fast man. 4.24, huh? Okay. Don't know if that's something we should be allowing these days, but I will more than likely be trying to get to him. Who's this? Kelsey Owens slip into the early second. Might be worth a slot. Definitely need a corner. Oh my god. Alvy Allen, who I believe is superstar dev as well. Oh my god. There's some really good players here, but we don't need Berrien. Although... if we got him, we could move Leonard Williams back outside, which would be nice. So we might be looking to do that. So realistically, we're looking to grab an early and a mid, but then move down. I don't know. It's going to be a tough one. We're going to hope that we have a decent early pick. Jamar Taylor rejected the offer. We probably should get 1 corner because I don't know if we're going to land 2. I scouted the whole draft and scouted the whole combine, I guess, and didn't find anyone like decent in the later rounds. Percy Bernard, a little bit of speed. Don't know if a wide receiver is something we necessarily need, but got to scout him every year. This is actually kind of tough to try to peg. I mean, he could be decent, who knows, but we don't have that many scouting points, and we actually landed some decent stuff here. Wes Holcheck. This is a tough draft. I'm not going to lie. This is a really tough draft. I mean, look at how many good players there are. Like, there's no one that's going to blow you away other than maybe the quarterback or linebacker. Quarterback's actually going to be really sick, to be fair. He's going to be probably one of those 84 pluses. He doesn't have the B plus at the end there. Definitely an 82, at least. So we need to see linemen. Left tackle is good there. We only need like 1, so I really shouldn't even have scouted that guy. I shouldn't even scout this guy, but we already put the work in. Might as well finish it. DeGreat. They mentioned he was like struggling, but who doesn't love a little struggle, Cuddle? What? Well, I wish we had 1 last week of scouting. That would have been nice to finish up all the wide receivers, but it's fine with me, and we did not land a single free agent. Okay. Number 4, yikes. Number 4, 11, 13, 16. So we did have 4 picks, and none of them were, other than number 4 overall, none of them were particularly high. So the Browns somehow sleazed out the number 1 overall pick from us, even though I traded with them, I believe. I really don't know what to say about that. Browns, this quarterback has got to be their first overall pick, right? It has to be. Now the Redskins, this is a tough one. They could use corner. They've got need there. Do I want to trade to number 2, though? That's a question that I do not know if I'm equipped to answer here. Because I know for a fact we do not have a lot of depth at all. Want him. Okay, well, they wanted May. Darius Orr, though, clearly a legend. Even if he has slow dev, he's still going to be good. Normal dev, 82 overall. Great player. Drafted him at 2, supposed to go 4. Clearly would not have made it to 4, though. He was traded a second round next year, 16th pick this year, and Joseph for the 7th overall pick. Probably could have gotten a little bit closer. I'm going to be really mad if we miss this middle linebacker. Like, we are desperate for this linebacker. Please. Thank God, because we really needed this linebacker. And it looks like we are going to get him. Alfie Allen, beastie player. 80 overall, superstar dev, 22 years old, 91 hit power. Starter, and it keeps telling me, oh, we could have got him at a 13. No, you couldn't have. Now we're going to grab him here. Normal dev, 79 overall, great player, starting tight end for sure. And I think that might be the last pick other than our 3rd round later this draft. B+ block shedding. His power move might not be great, but look at the combine. I mean, he's so sick. 70 normal dev, but 82 overall player. Amazing talent. And I believe we're going to be moving down to the 3rd round pick, which really sucks. I wish we had a little bit more, but we drafted 4 amazing players. We're going to take Lacey here. 71 overall, supposed to be a good pick, but I mean, he's actually not bad. I mean, he might replace our Darius Stewart, because he's actually really sick. It's just his overall's bad. So, but next year's draft is going to suck. Not that it's going to matter too much. I mean, look at the talent we drafted. 82, 80, 79, 82, 71. Paid a bit of money for them, though. I will say that. Paid a little bit of cash. Alfie Allen, one of the better linebackers I've seen in a while. Or nothing really too crazy. I know he's very fast, but I see that a lot. You know, I've had a guy that was 6'4" with that kind of speed. So obviously, I've seen some good players. Wes Holchek, I don't know if he was worth the pick, but he's definitely better than Ladarius, especially since he has potential. And then if you look at Montrell Lacey, he's actually a really good player. 95 jump is really hard to get up. 90 speed, 88 catch, 87 agility, or 87 excel, 89 agility, 89 catch in traffic. He's actually really good, and he's 6'1". So there's actually a pretty good chance he does find a way as a starter. Cornerback, Ogletree, not a bad player at all. No dev, just like our guy. Might be the year of the no devs. Packers drafted tight end Cedric Moore Jr. That's the guy we were looking at. Really slow in comparison, like really slow. 78 speed is really bad. Here's DeGreat, 75 overall. Normal dev, nothing really worried. Nothing really insane about him. I don't think Phillips was the guy. Maybe he was superstar dev. I don't know. The guy looked really good, though. Avalos. Not a bad player. Pretty decent. Bears need a wide receiver. They got one. Cedric Rose, 6th overall. If he wasn't 5'9". 5'9's all right, but yeah, he's kind of short. The Bills had 3 first-round picks, and they nailed some good players. Chekwa was amazing. Look at how good he is. What's his agility, though? 85. I mean, he's so good. And then Nick Allen, one of the best linemen in the draft, I would assume. And then Jordan Dickerson. Wow, messed that one up. Didn't we? Yeah, we messed it up. Superstar dev. That sucks. That would have been an amazing player. McIntosh, 83. I said 82, but 83 is still a good player. Kind of a Jameis Winston type. You know, a little bit of strength. Not really a whole lot of speed, but enough to get it going. If he needs to run, he probably can. Devontae Bell, cornerback with actual good dev. Debate that he's better than the guy we grabbed, technically, because he's got the quick. I believe he was 22, unless I'm wrong. Tanico. And that is us. So, 5 players drafted. All 5 were great. 4 of them really good. And the 5th, somewhat good, I would say, which is the wide receiver. Even though I think he was a good player. Do we start him, though? Stewart's not bad. Lacey's a rookie, though. I don't know. We have a lot of moves to make, though, so when we do those, you'll see, and when we don't, you'll pee. I don't even know. Bronson. Oh, okay. That's not a bad player. Maybe the tackle and strength's got me going, but... So we have the team, I think. Anthony Costanzo, and pretty much the same team except adding the rookies. Hopefully Lacey can get something done here. Todd Gurley. Oh, actually, we do need to trade Tevin Coleman because he's going to need a contract this year. Something we really can't afford. So we might try to trade him for a safety of some sort. If we can't, we might re-sign him. You never know. But as of right now, I really don't want to. The price is going to be a little on the steeper side. Plus, we could probably trade for like a Tariq Cohen, someone I never really trade for, and he'd be a lot cheaper. So Tariq Cohen, not the easiest guy to get, but a 5th round this year, Rashad Robinson, and a 4th next year for Tariq, which gives us the undoubted ability to trade Tevin Coleman because we got a younger Tevin Coleman right here. Potentially better, I don't know. Tevin Coleman's pretty beast in real life. Wonder how much money he's going to get in real. It's free agency unless the Falcons somehow find a way to get in the cash. There's no way they will. Unless he takes a major pay cut, there's no way. Really didn't want to get rid of Dorian Johnson, but Tevin Coleman, Dorian Johnson, and a 3rd round for Darius Slay, who might need a contract, which kind of sucks, but team is good. I think Poyer's got to play number 2. No, we're going to play the rookie at number 2. We paid a high pick for him. He's got to play. Maybe we didn't need corner as much as I thought we did, but looks so... although... No, we're going to put Poyer back at safety. As long as he's an 86 or higher, I don't mind playing him back at safety, even though he's really good at corner. So now the lineup is official, and not a whole lot changed, but Poyer does go to strong safety. You do have to upgrade. Our players have a little bit of XP. Jared Davis, hopefully a 90 overall. Jamal Adams not really developing for us the way we'd want to, but maybe with a little bit of help back there, maybe we can get something done. We have chosen reach divisional round, and there is no draft stories. Sweet. So I don't know when Carson Wentz needs a contract. It's very soon, because just like in the Legacy League with Dak Prescott and Carson Wentz, I know I have to sign Dak soon, which is the biggest issue I have in that league. So quarterback is going to be on our radar. You know, Wentz didn't play the craziest football ever, even though I feel like he will this season for us. And he's going to want like $140 million, which I don't know if we can afford. Okay, so Havenstein and a bunch of other players. This is a tough one. Obviously, Todd Gurley gets the contract. Oh, we have a lot of cash. Todd Gurley gets the contract. 5 years is perfect. He'll be 29 by the time he needs a contract. Leonard Williams, obviously, contract. Brandon Sheriff, obviously. Robbie Anderson, probably. Rob Havenstein, maybe. Devin Smith, I don't know. So wide receiver, I mean, it's not the biggest need in the world, but if we don't keep Robbie Anderson, it's going to be... obviously, you know, I like this whole... I mean, it's kind of been an unspoken type of rule anyways for me, but playing at least 3 years no matter how well we do. Holy crap. This might be the best offensive lineman prospect I've ever seen. Normally it's, one of these B+, B, B-, maybe even a B+, B+, B-, or there's a C+ in there. But B+, B+, B. Hey, that's pretty good. This will look like a pretty good draft. Sadly, kind of blew our load last draft, but I don't know if it's sadly because, to be fair, we did get some really great players. And I suppose we will re-sign Robbie Anderson. He's not really asking for too much, and if we lost him, our wide receiver core would be kind of lost. Havenstein, though, not 100% sure. To the playoffs, let's see. Are we in them? Year one, what was it, 7-9? We projected to make it to the Super Bowl. Didn't even come close. Here we are, though, in the playoffs, 13-3. The rest of the division, just as bad as last year. We, of course, improved. Don't know why we weren't already improved, to be honest. So we went, 6-0? Then 6-1, 7-1, 7-2. Then we won, like, every game. Lost to the Bills. Destroyed the Dolphins. What about the Patriots? Lost by a lot to the Patriots. Beat them by a little. So basically, the Patriots have our number. But it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Stats. Let's take a look. You've probably seen it already, but you could see that Carson Wentz was MVP, and that is next level right there. Yeah, pretty easy to say Carson Wentz MVP. I mean, even Todd Gurley might be best running back. Tariq Cohen filled in for Tevin nicely. Oh, my Lord. That is one of the best. That's actually the best season I've ever had for any of my players before. Wish it was Lacey that would have had that. That would have been sick. But almost 2,000 yards, 22 touchdowns. I think that's probably the greatest single-season performance for a receiver of all time. Defense now, what do we got? 10.5 for Berrien at DT. Leonard Williams gets 10. You know, not really great on the defensive side once again, but Darius Slay 6 picks, Poyer 4, Jared Davis, Orr had 2. What was our linebacker like? Maybe Defensive Player of the Year or Defensive Rookie of the Year. Kicker, I should have taken a look at that. Oh my God, he was terrible. I don't know if it's too late to sign a new kicker, but we might have to try one. Todd Gurley, decent. Todd Gurley, really decent. That would only play into MVP. Look at that first offense, obviously. I don't think it would play into anything else. Seventh defense, surprisingly, with that little bit of sacks. I don't know how. Jets, we also had Todd Gurley at 8. Very nice. Coach of the year, of course. AFC, Todd Gurley right behind Wentz, and then Allen at number 7. We're going to hold a lot of these awards. Jared Davis on defense. Offensive Rookie of the Year, Lacy was number 2. How can a 4-12 quarterback win MV or Offensive Player, the Rookie of the Year? That's so unbelievable. Alfie Allen barely wins it over Berrien. Both of them are having a great season, though. Here's some awards for you. Oh, look at the awards. Nothing on D-line. Linebacker, number nothing, apparently. Darius Slay, number 2. The Browns are kind of ruining my life here. But, of course, since we have a bye week, we will advance. Oh, actually, no, we're going to do our coach thing first. I like to try to hide the XP for myself because I want to see how much we have. Ooh, this is tough. Nah, we'll get DB. It makes more sense. You know, if the offense is number 1, why worry about the defense? Or, what? Why worry about the offense if it was number 1? Oh, there you go, King. 37,000 XP. I don't know how they do it. Ooh, Robbie Anderson had a lot, too. I don't know how they do it, but whenever you get those big boosts of XPs, those are nice. Berrien did very well. Almost had the same amount of XP as Allen, which is kind of crazy. Berrien might play defensive line for us next year. We'll see. Leonard could go back to DT because I know Barnett cannot play DT, which sucks. I would love to play him there because, honestly, he has been one of the worst players we've had on the defense, all things considered. This is what sucks. I hate doing carrying. I don't know if it actually matters, but I like to get it up because it's kind of cheap. But deep accuracy costed us so much. It's unbelievable. Use the rest on carrying. Why not? Really sucks that Montrell Lacy was a real disappointment. I know he had normal dev, but I was just hoping he would have done better. I could have started Ardarius Stewart, who was actually really solid for us. But it is what it is. We still have a great team. We have 2 great wide receivers, amazing quarterback, amazing running back. Tight end is iffy. Offensive line is well above average. And then you have the defense that really came on strong. You know, Orr's an 87. Poyer and Adams make for an 88. Safety core, linebacker core, other than Darren Lee, is very great. I mean, even Darren Lee's okay. At least he's fast. Defensive line is really sick. They don't really perform too well, but they're a really good squad. 13-3 versus 10-6. As much as you would think, 10-6 is nothing, this is one of the most dangerous teams. As you can see, 91 to their 93. Obviously, after the upgrades, we're probably at like a 95. Offense is like number 1, so I don't see how we wouldn't score almost every time. Defense is okay, and look at this clutch drive. I know it's only 3, but that is really clutch. Usually don't see that. At least I don't. 20-14. Start of the 4th quarter. It's looking good. We're up by 9. If defense can make a play, which they did not. We are... Oh, I can't allow this to happen. I know you might call it crazy. You might say, hey, you're going to give them an automatic field goal. That's an automatic lead change. But the way I also look at it is if your offense is as good as they say it is, you should be able to, even if you let them score, get back that last possession. You know, if you're talking, I mean, it doesn't matter anyways, Todd Gurley gets it, but if you're talking elite tier offense, you're talking, we expect to score every time. That was the best option, realistically. And I hear people saying, oh, it's cheating going in the game. It's like, no, it's not. It's a rebuild. I can do what I want. Here, I don't know what they're going to do. They're not going to kick the field goal. They go for a clutch, exactly. See, now they have a little bit of confidence. They ran it with their fullback. 4th and 2, we ran it with our fullback. 1st and goal, come on, you score a touchdown, you win the game. There you go. 9-point lead. I mean, you have to really choke this thing away not to win here. And our decision has won us the game. 30-21. This could be the hardest team we play in the playoffs, so we might be into the Super Bowl. You know, there's only one team left. Maybe it's the Steelers, but Jags are really tough to beat in Sim. Leonard Fournette did not play as well as Gurley. They played very close, though. Very close. Just not as well. It's very hard to replicate him. Hold check, touchdown. Defensively, a lot of tackles, both teams. No real turnovers. I guess Darius Orr had a pick. Very clutch because you never know what kind of situation that was. 93 to their 90, so I guess we were only a 93 to the Jags 93, which is why the game was so close. This Chiefs one, hopefully we can win this. I was hoping the Chiefs would have won. I mean, Titans, no offense to them, but I just don't think they can get it done, And start of the 4th quarter, we are up by 11 with ball, so I mean, with our offense, like we're seeing right now, ooh, on 4th and 2, he missed the field goal. We did not get rid of our kicker. Oh, my God, defense is so clutch. Yeah, that's going to be game regardless. But the kicker, you know, that could have been huge. That could have been huge. We gotta see. I don't know if you can go to free agency in the Super Bowl week or not, but we make the Super Bowl as expected. I mean, this year was pretty prime. Ironically, I only chose for us to make it to the divisional, so didn't really get a whole lot of XP. I mean, we still got some, but not as much as it could have been. Todd Gurley, a huge part of this team yet again. Fullback gets a touchdown. Holchek gets another touchdown, looking pretty decent. Todd Gurley, clearly player of the game there. That was really good performance. Alfie Allen gets a lot of tackles. Picks, nothing. Kicker missed one from 34 yards. I know there was snow, but come on, man. You've been really rough. Watch him like bang out like 8 field goals in the Super Bowl and we win. That'd be awesome. Free agency is still open, so I'm going to take a look at kickers. I would assume they're all cleaned. Ooh, Seahawks kicker. Something you would probably never expect to take, but Kropog is good. Let's take a look at the 2 kickers. Did we gain XP for signing a kicker? What the hell? I don't even know what the hell just wow. Wow, really? Just looked at our picks. Apparently we had our own, which I did not know. 32nd pick. And then Houston ended up getting the 23rd. Yeah, we're screwed in the draft. Yeah, Fairburn sucks. Let's get rid of him. Kropog's all right. Well, hopefully we win the Super Bowl because, yeah, our draft pick sucks. Falcons. Of course it's the Falcons. That's the toughest team. I'm pretty sure. I would say they're probably the toughest team to beat in Sim. Let's go on, though. It's going to be very similar overall, too. 92 to 92. Well, I got to back out real quick. How did we go down? Did our kicker actually make that much of a difference? I mean, he wasn't even that good of an overall. Do you have any XP to try to boost us up one? Oh, Alfie Allen has some XP. And they score instantly. The Falcons are a tough team to beat. We get down the field a lot slower than they do, but it's still a touchdown. Defense holds into a field goal. We're up by 4. Come on, defense. Yes! Start of the 3rd, and we're up 28 to 10. So what I will say is our team is kind of slower at scoring, but they make it count, and we actually might win the Super Bowl. I don't know what's going on here, but I'm proud. I am very proud of this team. Look at this! So they're going to score 3. I mean, this is one of the biggest dominations I've ever had over the Falcons in a rebuild. 45 to 13 with the Jets. That is impressive. That was an amazing season. That was a really good season. Like, the Falcons are really tough to beat in Sim, but we raped them. Sorry for the terminology, but their skulls, I mean, they've been penetrated. Let's call it that way. Maybe the Falcons win it in real life for the Super Bowl, but in Madden, where it's more important, they do not. Carson Wentz at number 12, I mean, that's probably why he's so good, because he was moved to number 12. That's my guess. But hey, we win. Who's going to be on the stage again? Is it going to be Keenan, Todd, Alfie, and Wentz? Well, they got Super Bowl MVP correct, because obviously Todd Gurley deserved it. He was definitely the postseason MVP as well. It was a real nice team win, except for Gurley, who went above and beyond for the most part. Still a good team win. Everyone on the stage deserves to be there. They're all the most important players on this team. Alfie Allen, of course, Keenan had like almost a 2,000-yard season. Definitely the greatest season, one of the greatest seasons an offense ever had, I would say, pretty clearly. And it's not like we were even that stacked, honestly. We had Wentz, who was great. Gurley was great. Line was pretty decent. And then the receiving core was kind of, iffy. We started the season with what? A 92, an 85, and a 70 at wide receiver. And then tight end was like an 81. Very good Super Bowl win, though. Wentz was very precise. Todd Gurley did well. Even Tariq Cohen got in the action. That was a nice rushing game for the Super Bowl. That's pretty dominating right there. Where was Gurley? Gurley had some action in the receiving game as well. Overall defense was the key, though. They held the Falcons to necessarily, like, pretty much nothing. Darius Slay with a pick. Kropog is a Super Bowl winning kicker. Fairburn is probably going to come back to the facility later and burn the whole damn stadium down. He was there for the whole rebuild. Actually, I don't know if he was for season 1, but either way, the whole Super Bowl season run. And he gets cut Super Bowl weekend. Could you imagine? Could you imagine? Oh, that would be brutal. But of course, we are going to, let's show you guys we didn't cheat, I suppose. It was a very magical season, so gotta go through the runs here. We had a tough kind of going for it. We had to play the Jags, the Chiefs, and the Falcons. I guess Chiefs aren't as hard, but still, Jags and Falcons are very tough. Falcons, Jets, Super Bowl, that's a weird one. Let's go to the draft stories just for the hell of it. Takes home All-Star MVP. It's probably a linebacker that we don't need. I honestly don't even know who has... I think it was 2 linebackers that have Superstar. Aren't going to take them, though, because if we're going to make a play at anyone... Actually, I don't even remember who we wanted. Havenstein, though. I'm having a hard time trying to re-sign these guys, especially considering we could have had Havenstein for cheaper. 86 overall is a really good overall. It's kind of ironic because we could have had him for much cheaper. Okay, I guess he takes it for $30 million. That's all right. Fullback, this guy was really good for us, but I'm just going to try to get him in free agency. This guy has potential. No, thank you. Oh, no, I do not want you. You're a basic tight end that we can get anytime at all. This corner had potential in a user league. That would be awesome. Oh, no, we actually didn't let him go. We signed him. Damn it. Alex Smith, 86 overall in free agency. Now, pass rush is a little bit of an issue for us. Clowney would be sick, but money is going to become a problem. Mark Ingram, not really needing him, but if we can get him for, no signing bonus, or next to little, next to nothing, it'd be probably worth it. Maybe he gets something done. Benedict McKinney, ooh, not a bad one. Not a bad version of McKinney. Martavis Bryant, not a great version of him. Larry Fitzgerald, do I pull that old cheesy trick out? I'm actually really excited to get him here and put him at tight end. I don't know if he would start for us, but definitely a decent backup. We were able to get wide receiver and expert scout. He didn't really need... Larry Fitzgerald accepted. Can we do it? Can we, as the Jets, do this thing for Mr. Larry Fitzgerald? We're putting him at tight end. Come on, Larry. What's your overall? I will cheese this thing hard. Oh, you're staying there, bro. I mean, I always know he goes to a very high overall, but I didn't think he was actually going to stay that high overall, considering he's so old and regressed. So I honestly don't remember what we wanted. I know we have a corner that we really do want. There was an early left tackle, but we're not doing that now, especially since we did re-sign Havenstein. Let's make sure we don't have anyone up there that is really worth it. This left tackle is really good. I got to follow this Hughes guy. This guy's good as a pass rusher. Would love to have him, but not worth it. Tight end Hamuller, not bad. Better than the guy we have, I would assume. Robeson, not a bad player, and they use the name off of a guy in real life. So, when you have those rare names like that, ooh, this Merle guy is really good. There we go. Donahue, 4th and 32nd pick. Patriots taking a pick that they probably should have had anyways. Where's this left tackle going to go? Left tackle went number 1, which makes sense because he was amazing. Amazing. Roth was great. Gray was great. Robeson was great. Williamson. Morrill to the Dolphins. Okay. Nope. Price it is. Great player coming up. Quick Dev, 82. I knew he was going to be good, but I didn't think 82. Definitely worth the pick. Now, because we have a late second, we're probably going to trade this pick down at 23. Making sure, though, got to make sure there's no one there still. Tariq Cohen and a 3rd next year for a 2nd-round pick this year. It's almost like the AIs are actually kind of smart this time around. I don't know why. It just seems like that. I don't expect an amazing overall. I expect like a 76, 77, but I do expect quick dev. I expect slow dev, I lied, with a 75 overall. Maybe he doesn't overtake Darren Lee. That's a bit of a bust. I guess we're just going to take the center anyways. He looks way too good not to take. Quick dev, 77 overall. I mean, he'd be one of the best centers I've seen going for future. I mean, he's going to last you like 13 years. That's how good this center is. If you decide to keep re-signing him, he'll last you 13 years, which is ridiculous. It's absolutely insane. Average stats. I'm really hoping we land someone better than the guy we just had last year, Lacey. He has that whole normal dev, has potential type on him, though. Okay, 76 overall quick. I think that's good enough to start. Ardarius, do we have him still? If we have Ardarius still, we might use him, though. Last player of the draft, Denard Ballard. And, yeah, he was a good player. Better than the linebacker we took, so that guy will probably be the guy that we start. Price, 82 overall with quick dev. Really good corner. I wish he was a little taller. Styles, fast, amazing player. Would be decent for a user league. I know he's 23, a little rough for slow dev, but he's okay there, but not for us. Tipton, good player. Don't know if we have a spot. Escobar will start. Ballard will start. Now I just have to find out where that's... Actually, I know where the quarterback went. He went to the Broncos. Addison Klutz, 77 overall. This is the guy we were looking at. Normal dev. Probably wouldn't have had that trade value, but he's a good steal. Cardinals, for once, have had a good draft. Normally they have a terrible draft, but they actually did really well this year. Stanton, okay. Watson, okay. Where's this damn left tackle? Oh, yeah, here he is. To the Colts, 82 overall. Normal dev kind of sucks, but amazing talent. 93 strength, 84 run block, 86 pass block, 87 impact. One of the best left tackles I've seen. I wish his dev was better, but, I mean, we didn't take him at the end of the day. Merle, I thought he was going to have super. Guess not. Getting close to our spot. Eagles didn't really have that great of a draft. Falcons didn't have that great of a draft. Niners, Roth, 82 overall. I knew he was going to be good. I didn't think he was going to be superstar, though. That is an amazing outside linebacker. Very good. Look at this guy, Brian Peppers. He'd probably be worth developing. No, he's not the greatest in strength, but he is a finesse type, and he's really fast. It's 6'5", 245. He's not bad, but don't really have that kind of time with him, and even if we did, it wouldn't be worth it. Glenn Gayton. Okay, now this guy completely craps on the other guy. Oh, my Lord. That's not even fair. He is not the number 70th ranked free safety. He's number 2. He's really not number 2, but I would say with the stats that I'm looking at right now, after a year of starting, I would say probably top 10. Easily. By the way, I just noticed it, but Jamal Adams dropped from superstar to quick. That sucks. Oh well. Oh well. But this, of course, is the team. We've already probably went through this several times, but just a quick rundown. I have a little bit of XP. Probably knock that out real quick as well. But yeah, that's the team, and we're going to get ready for hopefully a repeat. It's going to be really a pain on to see who we had to resign. Carson Wentz is going to be ridiculous in price. And he's probably not even going to be close to the only guy. There's going to be a lot of people that are going to need a contract. This is going to be a really big team breaker this year. So we got to make this season count. Okay, so apparently we only have 2 guys to resign this year. One of them obviously being the old Carson. And then another one being Darren Lee. Obviously, Larry Fitzgerald is ridiculous right now. He's being a psychopath. We could pay Carson. I really don't know what we would do with him, though. I'd honestly more push towards tagging him because it would make more sense, I think. Because we'd probably, with a team like this, I know Carson's a huge part of it, but with a team like this, we'd probably almost be forced to draft a new quarterback if we want to retain all these players. I know it's crazy and it doesn't make any sense, but it's different than real life. You know, in Madden, you're guaranteed to, after 2 seasons, at least have an 85-plus quarterback. In real life, once you get that guy, you can't let him go. That's why they get that kind of crazy money. Heading to the playoffs, do we have another MVP-type season with Wentz? Did we become the best team in the NFL yet again? Are we going to win another Super Bowl? All will be answered right now. 13-3 again. MVP for Wentz. Playoffs, don't matter. Team schedule 2-2 in preseason. Actually started pretty badly. 2 of the 3 losses we took were early on. And then we won, oh my God, 63-7. We lose to the Patriots every year, at least once. They're so cheesy. 5 picks for Wentz, or touchdowns for Wentz, not picks. Robbie Anderson might have had a decent season. Had 3 touchdowns in 1 game. Man, this XP is going to be nice. This is actually one of our most successful rebuilds, especially from where we started to where we finished. Carson definitely had a down year, but it was still a great year nonetheless. Brian Hill fumbled 3 times, but he had a lot of touchdowns. Same with Todd Gurley. Didn't really fumble that. Larry Fitzgerald, amazing. Keenan Allen touchdowns were on par, but his yards were not. Escobar, why do they do this to me? 4 yards away from the 1,000? Oh, God. Berrien's a legend, though. 15.5 from the DT2. We actually did. Derek Barnett had 2 interceptions as a defensive end. You are amazing. We had 4 guys with over 10 sacks, so that's nice. Darius Slay did well. Jared Davis. Defense was number pretty high anyways. 2 field goals blocked, so he only missed 1 field goal. That's not bad. Punter was really good as well. Didn't see you return kicks for touchdowns or whatnot, but that doesn't really matter. First offensive, 11th defense, so we did drop a few there, even though I felt we had a better year. Point scored number 1. Jets, MVP, no one else. Coach of the year, Falcons, 15-1, nice. Jets, Klutz won offensive rookie of the year. I don't even think we had a rookie. Our defensive players were nowhere near. Ballard, I don't know if he got replaced. What's the story? But 1 legacy point and was like the bottom of the list. Jets, 5 of our offensive linemen are back up. Damn it, I thought Tipton might have made it in there as well. Amazing. Barry number 2. I mean, we're just dominating this league at this point. Of course, we have a bye week, so we're going to skip, and then we'll look at the XP. Always important to do that. 13-3 to... Oh, the Patriots, though. Our fullback had an 18K. Wentz had a little bit. Tipton, 34,000. I don't know who he's going to replace, though. Like, Havenstein, I suppose? So we're probably going to start Tipton over Havenstein because he makes more sense there. He doesn't even have the +1. He's still higher. Escoval. Our wide receiver core, Robbie Anderson, really dominated. What is his dev? Superstar dev. Okay. I guess to be fair, I think he started with Quick. He had a really good upbringing for us, which is kind of shocking because I didn't expect it, but he's very consistent. There's just certain players that get more XP than others. Like, every rookie wide receiver we had was garbage. I don't know how. They just did not develop at all. And this guy had Quick, so I don't even know. Offensive line was really good. Anthony Costanza, surprisingly, is still going. Normally, he's completely useless by now. Of course, Todd Gurley's still balling out. Fitzgerald actually had a really good season. What else do we have? 99 there, 96 there, 84, a little lower. Safeties, they're okay. Corners, they're okay. Darius Slay obviously being the best. Defensive line was really good. Specialist, we have 73 punter, but 87 kicker. Let's go on. I mean, with the special teams and all, we got to be high. Yeah, 95 overall. I'd be a little disappointed if we didn't win the Super Bowl. It's just, just safe to say. I'd be a little mad. 17 all. Start of the fourth. There we go. 31-17. Start of the fourth quarter. They do have the ball, and they're going to score. There they go. Only up by 7. I know we're getting on the field nicely here. Okay, that might be the dagger. We just got to slow him down a little bit, make him waste the clock. Guess not. 7-point lead only, and the clock's still got some left on her. Got to convert here. We kicking the field goal? 4th and 2, 58-yard field goal. I don't think that was the smartest decision. Are they going to get this score? And defense locks them out. So defense coming in clutch, 38-31. I don't know why. Tom Brady's still playing. Okay. So EA still has the Patriots godly, even when they're depleted and old. Wentz did throw 2 picks, but he also threw 5 touchdowns. Tom Brady was okay. Did throw 2 touchdowns or threw 2 picks. Todd Gurley was good. Deion Lewis surprisingly better. I will say Todd Gurley was probably taking garbage time carries, which usually don't get too many yards. Defensively, sacks, nothing big. Picks, 1 for Alfie, 1 for Slay, 1 for Butler, and 1 for McCourty. Kropog missed a 58-yarder. I mean, don't get me wrong, it would have been a sick kick to make, but if you can make a 58-yard field goal in the snow and wind like that, you're not even human. It's hard to make even 30-yard field goals. So the fact that we even went for that was kind of dumb. 95. I really thought we would have gone to 96 with our kicker. Guess not. Defense is so good. Oh, that was a bad play. I mean, that's the dagger if you score there, and instead it's a pick. But defense doesn't care. Defense is like, you know what, Wentz, just you can throw at your left arm the rest of the game if you want. I mean, that isn't a performance of a lifetime. If you can hold any team, literally any team that makes the playoffs, to 0 points, you're pretty impressive. I know there's some bad teams out there, and, some of them you're like, whatever, it's not that big of a deal. But it's still, I mean, even just like a little field goal, just didn't even get that. Defense did well. Wow. Big Ben barely over 100. Jesus, that is rough. That is rough. Escoval did all right. Todd Gurley always getting involved. 3 sacks for Berrien, 2 for Williams, 1 for Barnett. I mean, that's a good game. That is really good. That's another glitch where they don't have any kickers. I don't know what's wrong. The league doesn't get kickers. I don't even know anymore. Going to the Super Bowl, though, can Larry Fitzgerald win his very first ring? Can he do it? Going against the Seahawks, that's a decent team. Pretty sure even at this point, they'd still be pretty good. 13-3 versus 13-3. Is this No, it's not number 1 seed versus number 1 seed because Falcons are definitely number 1 seed. They were 15-1. 95 to their 93. They're still a great roster. They have a chance. They do have a chance. I mean, I'm very confident with this roster, more confident than most rebuilds we do, but the Seahawks are also a very tough rebuild team to take down. So we'll find out if we can do it. The Super Bowl, the last Super Bowl of this rebuild. I mean, unless we do a reload, which I doubt it, but I like the arena here. Who are we playing in? What stadium? 14-7. Defense is doing well. Really well, apparently. They do get a very clutch before half touchdown, though. Without that touchdown, I'm calling this. But with that touchdown, there's a chance. And, yeah, we win back-to-back Super Bowls. They're not coming away from 21-point deficit. Let's make it a little bit more there. Jesus, and there's another pick. Oh, my God. This defense really came around strong. I think it's the linebacker core, honestly. The defensive line was pretty good, but the linebacker core as well. I've never seen that. They're at the 1-yard line with like 3-4 plays, and they didn't get in. Like in EA Sim, it's almost guaranteed from like within the 5 that they're going to score every single time. It's going to be a touchdown. We locked them down. This defense is led like it's historical. A historical defense. Obviously a historical team in general. But oh my God. The best defense ever created. Definitely the best I've ever had, because I've had good defenses, teams with even better overalls, but no one that could lock teams down the way this one did. This team did what most teams never do, and just completely locking everyone down. It's ridiculous. Todd Gurley, back-to-back Super Bowl MVPs, back-to-back almost exact same game. He might have had the exact same Super Bowl. You guys are probably thinking that I'm using the same clip there or something, but that's amazing. That is really impressive. See the podium, it's going to be like the exact... No, actually, Jared Davis is going to be on the podium this time. Jared Davis gets on the podium this time. Either way, both linebackers know they're both equally important. Doesn't matter. Jared Davis just has the overall on him. That's about it. Carson Wentz holds up his second ring. Or, that's not really a ring. That's a trophy, you idiot. But you get the point. Very impressive. Back-to-back Super Bowl appearances. Back-to-back Super Bowl wins. Back-to-back league MVPs. That was impressive. Defense clearly helped a lot, but still, it's a very even effort across the board. Robbie Anderson did it already. No real impressive stats other than Todd Gurley on the offense, but defense, let's take a look. What do we have? Leonard Williams, only 1 sack, but we did have 3 picks. Jared Davis, Ballard, and Orr. Almost had the trifecta for, what is it called? The linebackers. Rosas missed a kick. Ironically, Kropog, their practice squad kicker, wins his 2nd ring. This time against his old team. That is one hell of a way. And Larry Fitzgerald more than likely will retire with a Super Bowl ring. The end to a great career. And, yeah, this was a very good rebuild. So, Jets fans, if you're watching, hey, this was one of our favorites, I would say. So, maybe the favorite. Maybe the most favorite. I know not many original Jets players. We have 2 here, 1 there. We do have Darren Lee still, so that's, what is that, 4, 5 maybe? We have like 6 original Jets players, I would say. So, I mean, not bad. We usually would replace a guy like Robbie Anderson, but he turned out really good for us. Darren Lee just didn't develop properly, but he played backup. He started for most of the rebuild, and he played backup last year, or this year, so not that big of a deal. Leonard Williams, Wilkerson, good players, so either way, it was a good rebuild nonetheless. And, yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys liked it, like the video, I suppose. If you have any suggestions for what-ifs, experiments, challenges, rebuild teams, fantasy, realistic, a different game to play, different game modes, whatever it may be, let me know in the comment section. Tomorrow, I think there's going to be a new series uploaded. I'm not 100% sure, but definitely look out for that. Hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you guys come back for next video. But until next video, see ya!